What's up, y'all? First day working in the new shop, so cleared a couple of the cars out so that I can just rearrange some stuff. Still trying to decide what I'm gonna do with all this. I got a shelf and stuff at home I'm gonna need to move, but today working on this thing. So this belongs to a very good friend of mine, Kendall. I've done quite a bit of work to this car. AC compressor, I redid the front end, all the control arms, tie rods, rebuilt the whole front end. I did the double din kit in this car. It's a little dark, but did that. And now we are going to be doing extended control arms. So these are BMRs, fixed extended. These are actually the easiest ones to put in. Comes with all the hardware, everything like that. I'll put the part numbers in the description or in the video somewhere, and the boxes actually might be here somewhere, I'm not sure, but yeah. So we're gonna put these on this car to center up the rear wheels. This car is getting 22-inch wheels, so normally you can fit 22s on these cars without... Who the hell is calling me in the middle of my video? Hold on. All right, my homeboy T called me, shout out to him, and when I got off the phone with him, I just got right to work. So I forgot where I left off when I was talking, but basically this is what I got going on. Putting extended control arms on this car. They're BMRs. I got the bottom one in. I'm just letting the bolts soak in some PB blast because they were pretty rusty on the uppers. So haven't started this side yet. This side's still factory. And so if you don't know what this does, from the factory, actually, perfect example. This car doesn't have them, but it's getting them. So if you look at this wheel, you can see how it's pushed further forward than it is back. That is a factory defect on all the Caprices, all the Impalas. I don't know why they did that, but all of them are like that. So he has 24s, and I mean, most of the time you can get away with it. It'll clear, because I mean, these are 24s and he's not rubbing. It's really, really close, but it's not rubbing. But it just looks better, you know, when you have that. Every time. Every time. Oh, that's the alignment place. All right, I guess I got to take this. Take 3. Every time I try to do this, somebody calls me now. Anyway, so yeah, it's really just aesthetics. It just looks better, because when you look at this car from the side, you can clearly see something's wrong, that it's too far forward. So the extended control arms will essentially center the rear wheel. He's only going 22s, so it really, with the 22s, you don't have to worry about rubbing issues, especially if you're going with a small series tire. I believe this one's getting 25 series tires, so it should be, it'll be fine. I mean, on my car before I had the extended control arms, I was running 30 series tires, 265, 30, 22s, and didn't rub at all. So so yeah, just working on this now. Stock sway bar is going back in. I may paint it, just make it look nice. But it really won't make a difference. You can't see it anyway. But yeah, so we're gonna get this rear upper and lower control arms in. It's gonna push it back. Oh, I remember what I was saying. I like these ones because they're non-adjustable. So some of them, like on my car, I have the UMIs, and they're adjustable. So basically you can adjust them up to like 2 inches back or forward or whatever. And it's good if you have like a car like on 26s, or you want to go 28s or something like that, because it gives you that extra length. But it's a pain because sometimes you can have your rear end kick sideways and it'll be like, I forgot what they crab walking. So I like these because no matter what you do, they're gonna be in the same position, and it's gonna be even, you know, back, so you don't have to worry about adjusting them. And they're already spec'd out to center the rear wheel on these cars. I'll get the part number. The box is at the house on the floor somewhere, on these BMRs. But these are probably the ones I'll be putting on most people's cars unless they request something else. Because even having the fixed uppers is good. So a lot of kits like Metco, Hotchkiss, they will come with adjustable uppers and fixed lowers, which is cool because it allows you to dial in your pinion angle. But this car is on stock springs, so I don't think we're going to have a problem with that. Even on this one, I'm probably going to go I think I have the BMR. Oh, no, I still need to order the BMR kit for this car because 24, even with the 24s, it's fine. So unless you're doing anything crazy, you really don't have to worry about having it fully adjustable or anything like that. It'll be fine. What I tend to see a lot of times with these cars, people want to go get the best stuff and the most expensive product, and just because it's the best, it's the most expensive, doesn't mean it's better, you know, or it's better for your application. And that's something I see in the forums. It's something that I see like in the Facebook groups. Like there's so much misinformation out there. Guys with stock LT1s want to go 6-piston Willwoods, like, you know, like you don't need that. You know, you don't, I mean, it looks cool, yeah, to say that you have it, but you just spent $4 grand on a brake system for a car with 200 horsepower. Like, you know, so my opinion, just my opinion, don't jump on me in the comments like, oh, it's the best thing ever. It's just, it is what it is. I mean, I got a 500 horsepower LS and I'm running stock brakes, and I don't even have ABS in my car anymore, and I have and that's a huge debate too. Like, oh, you need it, you don't. I mean, for the longest time, my ABS wasn't even plugged in. The ground on the ABS wasn't even plugged in. They didn't throw a light or anything, but I didn't even know until it was time to pull it out. I was like, oh, this thing hasn't been plugged in 3 years. So, and my car stops fine. Now, mind you, I did do the stealth bolt mod. I definitely suggest doing that. What that does is it changes the proportion from the front to back. So I would do that, and you know, I put steel braided lines in there, and I did put brand new calipers and brakes and rotors, the whole nine. But you know, it doesn't really make a difference. So I mean, well, for me it does. With those steel braided lines, at a minimum I would do that. You know, if you really want to feel your brakes better, put steel braided lines in there. You will feel an immediate difference, because I mean, they grab nice, and I don't slide or anything. So I got my door closed because I'm working here in the dark, and the light shining this way makes it hard to see under here, so I had to close the door. I just have it cracked in case anybody pulls up. I think my wife is on the way with some lunch when the kids get out of school. And I got Nipsey going in the background. Well, I turned it off so I wouldn't get a copyright. But yeah, man, day one in the shop. Kind of got it somewhat together. I pulled the gray car back inside. I had to put it in the front there because people kept parking in front of my door, but I closed it now, so for now I don't care. But yeah, got my toolbox probably gonna stay there. When I do get a lift, it's gonna go right here, kind of at an angle like this, so I'll be able to lift cars up here, and I'll probably get 2 lifts, so one will go here and one will go here straight up, and then I'll just leave this area open like that. But definitely the first one's definitely gonna go right here. So we'll have that there. Toolbox will probably stay there. I'll probably move the workbench back here onto this wall, and then this whole wall here possibly will be storage, or even this wall here will be, I'll put 2 shelves up, it'll be storage here. I don't know, because I don't want it to interfere where the lift is, so I haven't really decided yet how I'm gonna set it up, but we'll get it going. You know, it's only day one really working in here. So I put my flag up. I got that on, I think, eBay. It's like 15 bucks, so had to let it know what goes on in here. And then my wife's gonna bring, I have a picture of my car from when I was building it, and I'm probably gonna put that probably here on this wall, because she's gonna paint. Her and her brother, my brother-in-law, is gonna come and paint. He just bought a house, so he's like the wall painting expert right now. So the 2 of them said they'll come in and paint. You know, I'm probably just gonna do it gray, very similar to this, or to the door with the colors already there, just paint so it doesn't look this bad with all those marks on the walls and stuff. I don't know how the hell they get that up there, but you know, just cleaned up a little bit. So I'm gonna get back to work. I'm gonna get these wheels and tires mounted up on here. This car is getting the 4Gs, Maglias 22s. So I'll show you guys when it's done how it looks. I should have took some before pictures, but I'm pretty sure you know what it looks like. You know, I think I have some pictures, some video of it before with the stock wheels and stuff like that. And then once I get the 4Gs mounted and I got a steering wheel in there I got to put on and all that good stuff, and we'll get it mounted up. So I'll catch y'all when I get the wheels on. I don't think y'all ready for this. This thing came out good. It came out real nice. Perfect. Yeah, I like how this looks. Client is going to be happy. I just sent him a picture and I posted a little teaser on IG. I didn't show the whole car, I just showed the wheels. But it's mounted up, fits nice. There's no, the gaps are perfect. I mean, the Maglia is just it's a perfect wheel. It's actually the same wheel I'm putting on my car. But I'm gonna go with 24s, go a little bigger. I got the bag, so I don't have to really worry about a lot of suspension issues. But I've always been a fan of the Maglia. That is my favorite Forgiato. And to see him in a 22, just classic, clean on this car, it looks good. I would just flip the camera around and show you, but you know I gotta do it kind of cinematic. So check it out. All right, y'all. So this car is almost done. I just spoke to the owner, let him know wheels are mounted, control arms are installed, wheels are centered, rides beautifully. But I let him know a couple things that I saw while I was doing that. For one, the shocks are original. If you have a 96 or a 95 or a 94 Impala and you have those orange decarbon shocks on there, those are factory. Those are the original shocks from factory. So those were still on there. Also, I noticed there was a little leaking on his diff. There's a bunch of fluid down at the bottom on the diff. So I told him, you know, I would definitely suggest resealing the diff cover. And on that DCM that I did with the rose gold 24 reps, I don't know if it's just the design of wheel, but with that wheel and the lug nuts, I mean, you could only get 2 or 3 threads on the stud. And I told the client when I was doing that car, I was like, hey man, you know, I can get them on there, but I don't feel confident that there's enough threads grabbing to leave it on there. And I suggested putting some longer lug studs on there. And so we did that and it grabbed great. I suggested, since we got to pull the diff cover on this anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the axles and put some longer studs on this, because I mean I don't know if you can see, but you got plenty of thread still there grabbing. So I mean, I just took it for a drive and it seems okay, but just long term, just to be safe, I want to put maybe another 1/2 inch of so it'll still be flush, but just another 1/2 inch of lug stud on there. And in order to do that, you got to pull the axle out to do it. So I'm gonna order all the parts, get all that going. I have to send the computer off to my boy at PCM for Less, so we can get rid of the VATs, because he had an issue with the pass key. We'll go ahead and have him tune it for the new wheels and just put his little tune thing that he does, whatever bass tune he puts on these cars. So it'll be tuned for the 22, so the speedometer will be right. We'll get the VATs taken off and get the diff cover, seal, gasket, whatever replaced, put the longer studs in. And then I have a guy coming Friday to put the matching steering wheel on. So this is the, he's got the matching, ooh, almost dropped it, Ford Giotto steering wheel. So this will go on there. I tried to do it before on that burgundy car, and I could not get that thing off. And I talked to Ivan. He said, yeah, sometimes they come right off, sometimes they're a pain. So I'm gonna, when the guy comes to do this one, I'm gonna see what parts, what tools he used, and I'm just gonna buy the tools so I can do the other ones. Because I mean, it's simple enough. I mean, I'm doing LS swaps and stuff. I should be able to swap a steering wheel. So appreciate you guys again, and I will see you in the next video.